shared intention setup. Before any attempt, both participants agree on the goal, location, and timing of the experiment. For example, they might choose to meet near a glowing lake or crystal temple in the astral realm. Setting this shared intention creates a mental link that helps focus energy toward the same destination. To strengthen this connection, they can write down the exact details, colors, sounds, atmosphere, and visualize them together during a joint meditation session beforehand. Some even perform a symbolic ritual, like lighting a candle at the same time or reciting an affirmation such as, "We meet in clarity and light." This unified focus strengthens the energetic thread between their consciousnesses, acting like a beacon in the non-physical world. Energy synchronization. Both individuals align their vibrations through meditation, breathwork, or chanting. This helps them enter a similar energetic state, making it easier for their consciousness to tune in to the same astral frequency, much like tuning two radios to the same channel. They might use synchronized breathing, for example, inhaling for 4 counts, exhaling for 6, or listen to identical binaural beats to harmonize brainwaves. When both minds resonate at the same frequency, subtle telepathic connections can form naturally, creating a shared energetic rhythm that allows mutual perception once in the astral plane. Sleep cycle coordination. Timing matters. The participants synchronize their sleep and projection attempts, often during the REM phase, or WBTB, wake back to bed technique. Doing so increases the chances they'll enter the altered state at the same moment, potentially allowing for an overlapping experience. They might set synchronized alarms to wake up after 4 to 5 hours of sleep, meditate briefly, then attempt projection simultaneously. Matching circadian rhythms and energy peaks maximizes the overlap window, the period where both are semi-awake yet deeply relaxed. This alignment improves recall, stability, and the likelihood of mutual awareness once separation from the body occurs. Anchor symbol creation. Before projecting, they agree on a specific symbol or object, like a glowing orb, pyramid, or doorway, as a meeting landmark in the astral plane. This symbol acts as a subconscious GPS point, guiding both minds toward the same imagined or energetic space. To make it stronger, both participants should meditate on this symbol daily, visualizing it vividly and emotionally, seeing its light, feeling its energy, and believing it truly exists in a higher dimension. The more detail and emotion they invest, the more real it becomes in the astral template. During projection, this anchor can appear automatically, drawing both consciousnesses toward it like a magnetic pull. Visualization phase. Each person spends time visualizing the meeting, imagining the location, the other person's appearance, and the atmosphere. This pre-programs the subconscious mind to seek that specific scenario once projection begins, improving focus and recall. They may also practice this visualization during waking meditations, rehearsing the meeting as if it already happened. This mental rehearsal strengthens the neural and energetic imprint of the event, priming the astral body to manifest it naturally. Visualization is not just imagination, it's energetic construction. The clearer the picture, the easier it becomes to step into it consciously during projection. Projection attempt. During the chosen night, both attempt to separate from the physical body using their preferred astral projection method, rope technique, vibrations, lucid dream transition, etc., and head toward the shared landmark. It's essential that both remain calm and emotionally balanced. Excitement or fear can immediately snap consciousness back into the body. Once separation occurs, they focus only on the anchor symbol and let themselves be pulled toward it without forcing direction. Even if the environment looks unfamiliar or distorted, staying centered on the symbol helps stabilize perception and increases the chance of both arriving in the same energy construct or vision. Recognition test. While in the astral state, participants look for verifiable details about the other person, such as clothing color, gestures, spoken words, or actions. These details can later be compared to confirm if a shared experience occurred. To make this more reliable, they can pre-plan a recognition cue, like one person saying a secret word or showing an object known only to them. Such small but clear identifiers help distinguish genuine encounters from imagination overlap. In the astral realm, where thought instantly manifests, intentional focus and emotional neutrality are vital. Otherwise, personal expectations may unintentionally create false impressions. The key is calm observation rather than active creation. Post-experience journaling. After returning, each person immediately writes down everything they saw, felt, or heard before any discussion with the other. This avoids memory contamination or suggestion effects that could distort the experience. They should record sensory impressions, emotional tone, entities encountered, environmental features, and time perception, no matter how small or strange. Writing quickly preserves details before the waking mind starts rationalizing or forgetting them. Some practitioners even voice record their memories right after waking to capture raw emotion and phrasing. The more vivid and spontaneous the record, the more accurate the data becomes for later comparison. Comparison and verification. Once both have recorded their accounts, they compare notes. Matching details, like the same surroundings, shared dialogue, or identical symbols, strengthen the possibility that a shared astral meeting took place rather than coincidence. True validation comes from multiple layers of agreement: sensory consistency, same colors, sounds, textures, emotional resonance, similar feelings during the event, and timing alignment, both occurring at the same clock hour. Even subtle correlations can hint at real connection. However, keeping a balanced mindset is essential. Skepticism prevents self-deception, while open-mindedness keeps exploration alive. This mix of curiosity and discipline transforms subjective experiences into potential evidence of interlinked consciousness. Repeated trials. Real validation requires repetition. Doing the experiment multiple times under similar conditions helps reveal whether patterns appear, or if the matches were random dreams. Consistency across several sessions strengthens credibility, far more than a single success. For each trial, both participants should maintain identical preparation routines, same time, same visualization, same intention. Over time, repeating under controlled circumstances can highlight recurring landmarks, phrases, or sensations that statistically exceed coincidence. Patterns that persist despite variables, like mood, fatigue, or sleep cycles, suggest the presence of a genuine shared energetic interaction rather than a one-off mental construct. Psychic link theory. Some traditions claim that emotional or spiritual bonds, such as love, deep friendship, or shared soul contracts, create stronger energetic links, making it easier for people to find each other in non-physical realms. According to esoteric thought, resonance between two consciousnesses acts like a bridge through which thought, energy, and imagery can flow. Twin flames, soulmates, or long-term meditative partners often report easier synchronization and vivid mutual encounters. Their emotional frequency acts as an anchoring signal in the vast astral landscape. Whether this connection is metaphysical or psychological, the feeling of unity often enhances focus and stability during projection. The deeper the trust and emotional harmony, the clearer the shared experience tends to become. Skeptical viewpoint. Skeptics suggest that similarities arise from subconscious influence or shared dream themes, rather than true interaction. The brain, influenced by suggestion and expectation, might simply create matching dream imagery. From a neurological perspective, when two people plan to meet in a dreamlike state, their minds are already primed with identical ideas and symbols, increasing the likelihood of coincidental overlap. Memory reconstruction, confirmation bias, and the natural tendency to fill in missing details can further enhance the illusion of shared events. To the skeptic, astral encounters may be compelling, but remain within the realm of subjective internal experiences until objective, repeatable evidence is found. Nevertheless, this perspective encourages experimenters to apply discipline and rigor, turning personal exploration into a balanced blend of science and spirit. Controlled experiments. To test this scientifically, researchers could use blind target experiments. For example, placing an unknown symbol in one person's astral location and seeing if the other correctly identifies it. Few such studies exist, but they could help determine authenticity. In a rigorous setup, one participant could visualize a random object, symbol, or number generated by a third party, while the other attempts to perceive it during projection without prior knowledge. If repeated accuracy exceeds statistical chance, it could suggest a genuine non-physical link between consciousnesses. However, challenges remain: controlling subjective recall, verifying timing, and differentiating imagination from perception. Still, structured testing could bridge the gap between mysticism and measurable science, giving astral research greater credibility. Reported success cases. Many people report successful astral meetups with friends or partners, describing identical landscapes or interactions later verified. Though anecdotal, these stories fuel belief that shared projection is possible. Some accounts include detailed environmental features or emotional exchanges that were confirmed later without prior communication. Others describe meeting deceased relatives or spiritual guides simultaneously, while skeptics dismiss these as coincidence or dream resonance. The consistency of testimonies across cultures and decades suggests something more than imagination may be at work. Regardless of proof, such stories inspire countless practitioners to experiment and document their own results, forming an informal collective study of consciousness beyond the body. Integration and meaning. Whether literal or symbolic, shared astral experiences often leave participants feeling spiritually connected, emotionally closer, and more aware of subtle energies, showing that even if unproven, the process can deepen human connection and consciousness. Integrating these experiences means reflecting on their personal and psychological impact, how they shift perceptions of reality, trust, and unity. Even if later viewed as symbolic dreams, the emotional depth can act as a catalyst for healing, empathy, and spiritual growth. The real value lies not only in proving the phenomenon, but in what it teaches about the interconnected nature of human awareness. Ultimately, shared astral exploration becomes less about escaping the physical world and more about discovering how deeply minds and hearts can truly meet.